It is a beautiful morning in Roofs. A lot of my friends have been asking me lately, how to do the hunting, how I make so much money hunting in the server. So, take you on a little hunting trip this morning and show you how I do it. Now, this is a modded server, but the hunting is relatively the same, regardless of where you play. In this server, you can make a lot of money um, from the animal meat, the fat, and the pelts. So the first thing I do is I mark where the car is. For my weapon, I'm using this 416. It's basically like an AR. Using a suppressor. So when I hunt by myself, when I find groups of 2 or 3 animals, I try to get them all. It's hard sometimes, but suppressor definitely helps. And I'm using a ACOG. Has a little red dot up top, and has a little magnified scope underneath it. Makes it easier sometimes to, you never know how close you're going to get to the animals. So the first thing you want to do is you want to look around the map. You want to find wooded areas, fields, and you want to keep your eye out for these little green circle symbols. Those are like hunting stands, like deer stands. And that's where the deer have the highest likelihood of spawning. So the other day, I had my vehicle marked. I was roughly 900 meters away from the deer, and I could hear them. So that's why I try not to drive around and hunt. I'll basically drop the car off like I did, walk around, hit a bunch of these little hunting spots. Ooh, there's a fox. Need him to yell again. Usually when you can hear a fox, you are close enough to scare him. And those little motherfuckers run fast. And wily bastards. So are the rabbits. And you can tell the rabbits, you have to be really close to them. And they're really hard to see in the field, that's where you find them. They squeak kind of like mice. Make those squeaky noises. Where'd this fox go? Huh. Yeah, scared him. Well, whatever. I'll hear him again, I'll try to get him. They have a very distinct noise. I don't know if you've ever heard foxes in real life, but they can actually be kind of terrifying. Especially if you don't know what it is. They sound like banshees. That's the deer hunting stand on the map. It won't be like right next to them. Sometimes they are, but most of the time they're just kind of near them. I should go this way. So the animals that give you the most meat, and in this server the most money, are cows and then chevron, then deer, then goats, then foxes, then rabbits. And all the bigger animals, I haven't run into any bears or wolves. One wolf, but my buddy sold the meat and the pelt, so I don't know how much they were worth. Probably a good amount, I'd imagine. But the large animals you can hear from a pretty good distance away. Especially the deers and the cows. You can hear them from the furthest away. Right now I have a task from one of the, from the hunting trader to see if I can kill a deer, turn in the pelt. He'll give me $5,000, which isn't too much. That's slightly more than I'd get from just selling the pelt. But then I'll be able to sell all the meat and the animal fat from it too. It's worth good money. Sometimes, the animals don't make noise. And so, that's why I don't drive around. Just kinda go find a wooded spot with a bunch of the hunting stands and, you know, go take a walk. See what I can hear. I drove right up on, sheep a little bit ago. Right up on him. And, he wasn't making any noise. I just happened to see him, luckily. Usually I'm in third person for hunting, just because it makes it easier to see over the grass and stuff, or if you come across a rabbit or a fox. Lets me look around a little bit better. I know, third person, but for hunting purposes, it definitely helps. This whole area is pretty wooded. Good chance to find some deer. And I think these are all farm fields up here, so I'll go up there as well. See if we can find some cows. Cows are worth the most money, they give the most meat. There's a bush that wasn't properly rendered. I was like, what is that green thing up there? Like I said, you're able to hear the larger animals from a pretty good distance away. Just gotta listen. So the rabbits make little squeaky noises like mice. The foxes kind of shriek like banshees. I don't even know how to describe what the deer do. I think it's called rutting. They like scream. And the cows sound like cows, the sheep sound like sheep, the goats sound like goats. Like I said, the larger animals you can hear from further away. But they don't always scream. I've noticed that when the larger animals, like, lay down, they won't scream. So the ones that might be with them still standing up and eating and stuff, they'll make noises. So far I've noticed that when they're laying down, they don't seem to make noise. I don't know if they stop making noise when it rains or at night. I haven't had a lot of ton of success hunting at night. So I would assume that they make less noise, but I can't be certain. Maybe someone in the comments can chime in. You know, I'm not a DayZ pro, but I've gotten pretty good at this hunting thing. I might have heard something. No such luck. These are like little deer feeders too. So you'll find them around that, but you won't find those on the map. You'll just find like the little hunting sheds, and little tree stands. And cows will spawn around farms. So farms are a little bit trickier to pinpoint on the map. But you can tell it's a farm either by a barn like that, or the big hay bales, big round hay bales in the fields, and usually you'll find like tractors and stuff. So I think this is counted as a farm. Yeah, you see the hay bales down there? Cross your fingers, hope we get lucky. Cows give you a ton of steaks. And in this server, they're worth a lot of money. It's like almost $2,000 per steak. See, these are all farm fields with the hay bales. Just listening. Unfortunately, I have really bad tinnitus from shooting a variety of weaponry in my life, so sometimes I hear something, but, you know, it's really just it's my old friend tinnitus. Oh! We got some sheep! Yeah, it looks like there's two of them. This is about as close as you want to get. You want to stop running and crouch. Let me see. Maybe I can get them both, one after another. But you see, this is a farm. Tractor, hay bales in the field. There was. I thought there was. Maybe not in this field. All right. You want to do your best to try to get headshots, shoot them once, or use a crossbow or a bow. Always carry a knife on you. I carry the hunting knife. I don't think the type of knife matters to how many steaks you get or anything like that. I don't think. But you always want to carry a knife on you, and you always want to have a sharpening stone on you. That way you can keep your knife sharp. Nothing sucks more than, you know, getting a good kill and then not having a way to skin and quarter it, so you can take all the meat and the fat and the pelts. That sucks. Been there. I have been there many times, and it sucks. Alright. That is a lot of steaks. Alright. We're gonna head this way. Let's see if we can find some more deer. We'll try. That's what I have the task for today, so that's what I'm hoping to find. It's not the end of the world if I don't, but it would be nice. Stack these a little more evenly. Usually with the larger animals, I find them in groups of 2 or 3, but not always. I think rarely they'll spawn by themselves, but I think a lot of times if you find them by themselves, someone has already, like, tried to kill, you know, when they're in groups of 2 or 3 and just missed. Because the animal will get scared and run. They run pretty far. I don't know exactly how far. Eventually they will stop, though. So if you spook one of them, if you spook the animal, you should just try to run after them and just try to, like, keep an eye on which direction they go. Because they do eventually stop. I don't think there's a set time or anything. I think it's, like, random. How quickly they stop and stuff. Ooh. That's a little fox. I always feel bad because they cry. Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me. But that's what they sound like. Now you know. They be screaming. Alright, we're gonna work our way this way. I'm really trying to find a deer. Those are the main animals you'll find the most. At least in my my experience, that's the one you find the most. See, these are the hay bales I was talking about. So this is the farm. I think those goats are all you'll find on any, like, large farm like this. I don't think I've come across, like, you know, 2 sets of animals on a farm. But it'd be nice to find some cows. Cows are worth a lot of money. But yeah, you'll find the round hay bales. You'll find, like, a tractor in the field. I think I just passed one. Oh fuck, that's good. Excuse me. I hate the helicopters in this server, man. They're incredibly loud all the time. Feels like I take my earplugs in and out all night. It's so stupid. They were looting the military area there. This is how you can tell it's a farm. You find the hay bales, you find a shed. They're usually, like, by themselves. Either at the end of their own little dirt road or, you know, like this where it's kind of out by itself. There's usually, like, tractors in the field too, which is a good giveaway. You should always check them. Player. We'll work our way back towards the wooded area. Like I said, you can hear the large animals, like deer and cows, from a really good distance away. The other day I had my car marked at like 900 meters and heard deer. Might have said that earlier, but it's good to tell you again so you know how far. Really hoping for a deer. 1, so I get the task done, but 2, because they're really common, so I wanted to show you guys how I find them. That's what my friends wanted to see. I make a lot of money off of deer. I think it's like, I don't know, 12 to 16,000 on average per deer that I can make on this server. Like, obviously not all most servers have like traders you can sell the meats and stuff to, but you know, in regular vanilla DayZ, it's still useful to find the deer. Yeah, because they're good eating. I can give you a lot of meat. Usually when I think I hear something, I'll just auto-run crouched, so I make less noise. There's another one of the hunting stands. And as I pointed out before, that's what they look like on the map. Some of them you have to zoom in, see? Some of them will only show up when you keep zooming in, so... If you find a nice wooded area like this, well, a little bit bigger than this, you know, more woods, more trees, chances are if you zoom in, you'll find a bunch of the, like, deer stands around. You just gotta look. Luckily, I don't think the helicopter scared the deer. I could be wrong, though. Fingers crossed we hear something. That dude really took his helicopter to go like 200 meters. It's like Taylor Swift taking her private jet to go to the bathroom inside her private jet. You know? Just taking it back the aisle. It's private jets on private jets. Yeah, on this server you can grow tomatoes, pumpkins. That gentleman said he had a large greenhouse kit for sale for 100,000. They usually go for 200, 250,000. So I already have two, but I'm trying to grow plants. My two full greenhouses and two planter boxes. Full of tomatoes, which are a one-slot item. You sell them for $250 a piece. And so I got like $35,000 just from doing all my greenhouses at once with tomatoes. It's tedious. You see people in chat in this server being like, hey, I'll hire somebody to help me harvest my tomatoes. Like, I low-key might be doing that. Checkpoint. Might strike out on these deer. Nice. Got a beautiful view. Nice spot for a base. This is prime hunting and fishing spot. I felt I could make a lot of money out here. Just hunting and fishing. It'd be nice to find a rabbit so I can show you. Like I said, they squeak like mice. Out there squeaking. You'll find them in fields like this. This is where I always find rabbits. Just hanging out, squeaking. Now you can only hear them from a very close distance. Pretty much if you hear them, you should stop. Because you would probably scare them. They don't have a ton of meat on them, but especially in vanilla servers, they're good. I mean, in vanilla servers, you get to the point where any food is good. Really striking out on these deer. That's crazy. Yeah, I think I said it before. I've also come across the larger animals like deer and stuff, like laying down, and they don't make, not that I've seen, they don't seem to make noise when they're laying down. So that's why I'm always scanning. That's why I'm in third person too. It makes it just a little bit easier. You can like kind of see over the grass a bit. And those hay bales in the field get me. I always think they're cows or deer, because they're similar colors. There's also, piggies, like boar. I don't find them very often, but they make a lot of money too. They give you a lot of meat. Yeah, earlier I walked right up on a sheep in a field right before dark, and he wasn't making any noise. He was just standing there. I was so lucky that I even saw him. Speaking of which, I'm gonna eat steaks from that guy. So in this server, you can't sell the mutton steaks, and so you get so many when you kill one. So I just cook them, save them for the boys. So we eat well. It feels like that food, like the steaks, last a long time. Car should be around here somewhere. Someone's base. Well, it looks like we're striking out on the deer here. I'm gonna go buy this greenhouse, and then I'll start the video again and smash them together. I just heard a rabbit. So listen. Oh God, these helicopters. Rabbits are so hard to see in these fields, man. See? That's what they sound like. Like mice or chipmunks, kind of. Oh, there he is. Let's see if I can get him to make noise again so you can hear. See? That's what they sound like. Sorry, buddy. It'll give you a ton of meat, but especially in vanilla, you know, that's good eating. Sometimes food is hard to come by in vanilla. Back on the hunt, and look what I found. 3 little deer. I mean, not deer, sheep. Got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Ah, mutton. Can't sell the mutton. I can sell the animal fat and the pelts. The pelts are definitely worth good money. I'll pick those up. You know, it would be cool if different knives gave you different amounts of steaks and stuff. That would be pretty cool. But like I said earlier, I don't think that's the case. I still have enough room for like one animal. Always gotta keep a sharpening stone on you. Alright, let's see where we're going now. I was headed this way. Trying to find a deer. Sheep are pretty common. Like I said, unless they're the chevron, you can't sell the mutton steaks. So, while you do get a lot of steaks, so in vanilla, I guess they'd be good to kill. Alright, I found some deer. Found one deer, at least. He wasn't making any noise. I walked right up on him. There you go. That's the sounds that they make. See if there's any more. Usually there's 2 or 3. There's is this one? That was not it. I hit the tree. He's by himself? Guess so. Well, now you know what they sound like. Like I said, you can hear them 800, 900 meters away sometimes, so... You know, if you're trying to hunt, don't be driving around trying to find them. You'll have much better luck if you, like I said, just look on the map, looking for the little hunting stands, and try to park somewhere in the middle of a bunch of the hunting stands and just walk around. Looks like this might be farm fields over here, so I guess we'll take a stroll over here and see if we can find some cows, huh? Damn, look at that compound. That's crazy. Whatever that is, they've been busy. It's funny, now's the time I would find cows. Because I have, like, no space left. Yeah. Sorry, little guy. I always feel bad. Forgive me. Shuffle a little loot around here. I'm really like running out of space. I'm too successful at hunting today. A victim of my own success. Alright. Well, now I know what the deer sound like. The foxes, the goats. I haven't found any cows to show you. I showed you bunnies, too. Cows are pretty uncommon, it seems. I haven't seen chickens in forever. So I don't know where they're keeping them. But now you know what the animals sound like. Like I told you, the large animals you can hear from pretty good distance away. So, you know, try to go around the hunting spots, the green markers on the map. Try to find farms. And just keep your ear out. And hopefully you have some success. You know, get some good eating. Make some money if the server that you're in lets you sell pelts and stuff. But the bigger animals, that's, you know, in vanilla DayZ, that's enough food to last you quite some time. So, you could be very, very lucky. And if you need to know how to cook them, you can either find a cooking pot or a frying pan. use a fire, or you can just sharpen a long stick and put like the individual steaks on the end and roast it the old-fashioned way. So, different servers have different like degrees or like how long it takes for the food to rot. But for the most part, you can have like the raw steaks on you for a bit, and then when you cook them, you can just cook them, and then I believe you can like smoke them, which makes them last longer. I believe. Someone in the comments can definitely correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you can. So it just depends on what equipment you have available to you at the time, and yeah, hopefully you have some success in hunting, and yeah, good luck.